Samsung Galaxy S7 vs Apple iPhone 6s. If your phone contract's about to run out, then you could be in for a rather difficult decision. Apple's iPhone 6s is still going strong, and may have been tempting you for quite some time, but then Samsung goes and spoils your clear-cut plans by revealing the tempting new Galaxy S7. While we've already formed some impressions of the Galaxy S7 in our hands-on review, this comparison will be based purely on specs alone. Once we've properly put the Galaxy S7 through its paces in our final review, we'll update this comparison with our final conclusions and definitive verdict. Good looking. The iPhone 6s and Galaxy S7 are both sleek, well-designed slabs of engineering, and either one could happily walk away with a first-place DR at a smartphone beauty pageant. Design is subjective, of course. And both handsets appear to match each other in terms of build quality as well, with the Galaxy S7's metal and glass build offering a fine match for the iPhone 6s all-metal build. The iPhone 6s might just pip the Galaxy S7 to the post in terms of feel if you prefer metal to glass, which can almost feel plasticky at times, but overall we'd say that the design and materials used in both handsets make this round a fair match. Winner. Draw. Screens. The iPhone 6s screen remains one of the smallest of all of the flagship smartphones, measuring in at 4.7 inches. The Galaxy S7 on the other hand retains the 5.1 inches size of its predecessor. If you've got particularly tiny hands, then the iPhone 6s screen might be more manageable for you. But Samsung has also done a good job of cramming the Galaxy S7's screen into a fairly compact body, so it could still be fairly comfortable for most people. But resolution and screen technology are the things that really sets the displays apart. The Galaxy S7 keeps that same 2K resolution as its predecessor, and it easily outclasses the iPhone 6s 326 dpi, with a 577 pixels per inch count. Samsung has also stuck to its superb Super AMOLED panel, which means true blacks and rich, vibrant colors. The Galaxy S6's screen is generally regarded as the best smartphone display around, and the Galaxy S7 looks set to retain that crown. Winner. Samsung Galaxy 7. Super Snappers. Here's where things get rather interesting. Samsung has dropped the Galaxy S7 back down to 12 megapixels, which matches the iPhone 6s. The iPhone 6s 1/3 sensor is larger, but its 1.22 micrometers pixel size is smaller than the Galaxy S7's 1.4 micrometers alternative. The Galaxy S7's camera also boasts a f1.7 aperture, compared to the iPhone 6s f2.2. The upshot of Galaxy S7's larger pixels and larger aperture mean that it should, in theory, have access to a significantly greater amount of light than the iPhone 6s camera, which should in turn provide photos with more detail in low lighting conditions. Samsung has also kitted the Galaxy S7 out with a dual-pixel autofocus sensor, which should, on paper at least, make it faster than the iPhone 6s when it comes to focusing in on subjects. The Galaxy S7's camera also has optical image stabilization (OIS), which is a feature that's only found in the larger iPhone 6s Plus. Samsung appears to have put a lot of thought into the Galaxy S7's camera, and it seems to come out on top in a direct comparison overall, which is why it wins this round for the time being. Winner. Samsung Galaxy 7. Clash of the Titans. The Galaxy S7 is running on Android 6.0 Marshmallow, the latest and greatest version of Google's mobile OS. Standout features include DOS, which is a battery-saving feature Google has baked directly into Android, which ramps down the processor when a handset is left idle, i.e., on a table, and not in use. There are plenty of Google Now tweaks and improvements, including a deeper integration of Google's clever search service into apps such as Spotify and IMDb. Samsung has, of course, also added its fair share of tweaks and tricks on top of Google's base. One notable feature is the always-on screen, which displays a clock or calendar on the Galaxy S7's display when it's not in use. Samsung believes this is more convenient for people who constantly use their phone to see what's next or what the current time is. And it apparently won't use up more than 1% of battery life per hour. There's also a new game launcher that makes it easier for you to find and play games, provides the option to disable notifications while playing, and can record gameplay for sharing with friends. Not that we think the latter feature will get much use. The Galaxy S7 also cleverly has the ability to decrease the resolution and frame rate of games to save up to an extra 15% of battery life while playing. This could come in particularly useful for games such as Candy Crush, which don't really need all of the bells and whistles to be enjoyable. In the Apple corner, iOS 9 is another perfectly capable alternative, with new features including Night Shift, which gradually reduces the display's sleep-preventing blue glare to a soothing red glow automatically. Many apps still land on iOS first too, and can tend to be better designed. Overall, the software on both phones is excellent in their own right, so it really boils down to personal preference, and whether or not you want to spend time tinkering around with everything. Winner. Draw.